Good morning. I'm here with you today to show you a few things that you can do with a simple pool noodle and some recycled lids and maybe an old strawberry container. So this is an activity called the frog jump letter activity. So there's two ways you can do it. You can make your frog jump letters on the smaller lids in lowercase. So example like the lowercase p, the lowercase n, we have the lowercase f, we have the B, and we have four more, E, we have the D, we also have the M, and the R. So you can have the lowercase here, and then on your pool noodle, you'll put some capital letters. Or you can do the capital letters on a bigger lid of the same 8 letters and do the lowercase letters. So it's either way that you want to do it, but you have your child and you say, okay, close your eyes, choose a letter, and they say, oh, I have the letter B, and then they look for either the matching lowercase b, or they say, oh, I see the lowercase b, and then they squeeze it, and that helps them work on those muscles in their hands. And then if they're going to be working on matching lowercase and uppercase, then they would find the capital and the lowercase, and then they would squeeze it. So they could do both. It could go either way. So that's an example, and they'll just keep choosing a new lid each time for this activity. So this is an easy way to use a pool noodle and some recycled items for your fine motor building activities. And now I have one with Easter eggs, since we just finished and they're probably on sale now. We have the outside is labeled with the lowercase letter, and inside you have the letter in capital. I have these Scrabble pieces from an old Scrabble game, but you could also use water bottle lids and just write the capital letter. So you can match, and then you can also write the number of capitals inside. So I have 1, they can count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 capitals. So then that way you could write the number 9 on the bottom, so you know exactly how many letters need to go back inside. And they're matching the capital on the inside and the lowercase is on the outside. And here we have the letter O. And there are 12. So that's a good way for them to practice not only identifying the letters, but counting how many are inside. And later you could even do where they have to set up the eggs in number of which one has more, and all the way down the line to which one has less. So for example, here's a U, and it has the number 9 written there, and so then you check their work and say, okay, let's see if you have all the letter U's, and then here's the letter U here, and here's the letter U on the egg. These are glitter eggs. They're very messy. I don't recommend them, but they're kind of pretty. So there's 1, and then you check their work. 2, 3, here's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have all of ours. Number 1, it helps you keep track of the pieces, and number 2, later they can say, okay, this is 9 and this is 12. Which one has more? Which one has less? And if they're not sure, they can take them out and count them and line them up in a row, and they can see, oh, this one is less than this one. This one has 3 more than this row. These are just a few ideas to use recycled things around your house.